So it's about 50 minutes until Nayeon from Twice goes live with her pop music video. Now, as you know, she's doing her first mini album by herself, and I'm really excited to see what that is, but we still got 50 minutes to kill, so I figure, hey, I have a whole backlog of things that I need to get through, so why don't I just go through some other videos while we're waiting. So, let's see what we got here. So this is the BOYZ, and the music video is called Sweet. Universe Music. Happy Vampire. They're making a movie.
Yeah, pop, pop.
That.
I can take you all the parties 펼친 모든 것 눈 뗄 수 없어 watching 남이 부풀어 불거려 모든 게.
How many people actually make lemonade stands? I can't think of any. I mean, I know you have bake sales. I know you have, if you have a business course, maybe you gotta make a small business, sell some food in the cafeteria sometime. But I've never personally had a lemonade stand. But, you know, it's not like I've never seen a lemonade stand. I have seen people do it. But I don't think it's an experience everyone has. It's a heart-shaped burger. There's a lot of denim in this music video. Now here's the thing. It's really bright and wholesome looking, but it's a vampire village. So there's something really weird and creepy at the same time going on here. I think it's more creepy because the audience that they're trying to lure in seems to be children. Also, why are they videotaping it? It's a really old Mac. Is this guy the video editor? Is he using Final Cut? There's a lot of people in this group. It's like 9 people. But it feels like more. Those glasses. Was it blood? You decide. No bite, we good. Just look how sweet we are. So, is the message different? Or is it a lie? I don't know. I'll let you guys figure it out. But yeah, that was the BOYZ Sweet. Let's see. We've got about 45 minutes left until Nayeon's video come out. What video are we gonna look at next? I'm thinking. Well, I've never even heard of this, so this must be really obscure and unknown. It's called My Love featuring RAVI by Nayeon. So I have no idea who this is, but we'll find out. Look, it's a guy in a suit, drinking, possibly at a bar, or a really big table. This guy looks familiar. Has he been in dramas or something? Or is it just, they just have that look? Or is he not the singer and just the actor?
My love, when you smile on me, 이 세상이 달라졌죠. And I will always be with you.
How did he lose this girl, do you think? Is she dead? Or she just leave him? She's no longer interested. In that case, he needs to move on.
곁에 있어줄래요? My love, my love. 내 맘엔 그대뿐이죠. My love.
That looks like a breakup.
My love with you. 내 옆에 있어줘요. 사랑은 언제나 아니 너는 언제나 상황이 난 나의 그 어떤 경계들을 벗어나게 만들어내더라. You will always on my mind. Just you, just me. 상투적인 단어로 너를 표현하긴 부족하지만 사랑이라는 단어가 아니면 너를 설명할 수가 없어. You're my lovely sugar darling remedy. 너라면 나 좋아 comedy or tragedy. Berlin 또는 Paris 서울 아니 방구석 어디라도 다 좋아. Just you, just me. 난 너만 있으면 돼. Just you, just me, my love.
That was pretty good interlude with that guy. Is that RAVI? Is that the person who just sang just now? That was pretty good. It sounded really nice. So, for this girl, if she left him and he's still pining over her, then it seems like it's just a hard breakup for him, but he should really let it go. Also, it's kind of a breakup song, but the tune doesn't feel like a breakup song. It's almost slightly like, it's very casual. It's almost like time, just like it almost feels mundane. It doesn't really feel sad.
Sunshine for me.
It's like basically elevator music in a way. A part of it almost feels upbeat. Oh, she's losing her smile.
My love, 혹시 알고 있나요? 그대 없이 나는 하루조차 견딜 수 없어요. My love, my love. 살아갈 이유는 그대죠. My love with you. 내 옆에만 있어요.
She's done, just casually turning and walking away. And that's usually how it is, isn't it? I mean, maybe one person is still in love, and the other person, they just kind of fall off. And sometimes it's like, did something bad happen? Or is there someone else? But then sometimes it's just someone deciding in their head, do I really need this? And then suddenly they just switch everything off and it's done. And you never understand why people do this. But then, you know, the moment the relationship actually ends, or you break up with someone because you're fed up with them not being there, and then suddenly they'll be like, then they'll miss you and they're like, oh, they made a big mistake. You know, it's kind of this strange thing. But usually someone starts the breakup process, either subconsciously or not, and then they kind of pretend to be surprised. I'm not entirely convinced they aren't always surprised.
어디도 가지 말아요.
Seo in good. Oh, that's another one. Well, that was interesting. So, continuing this, we got 40 minutes left until Nayeon's video. So we gotta look up another one. And what else do we got? A lot of these guys want to auto start as soon as I hit the video. This one is Warner Music Korea. Hopefully nothing weird happens. The song is called Tell Me This Is Real by YUJU. So let's try this one.
So tell me this is real. 내게 말을 해줘. 진실을 보여줘 제발.
Yeah, this started right away. This almost feels like the middle of the song.
I can feel nothing. 어떤 것도 느낄 수 없어. 헤매이던 시간 속에
This must be the soundtrack to a drama. It just has that feeling to it.
너만은 진심이었길. So tell me this is real. 내게 말해줘. 네 맘을 보여줘. 언제쯤부터였을까?
What the heck? Ghosts! I guess I should give a warning. It's too late though. I'm doing this. I'm recording it in real time.
공허한 이곳에 혼자 넌 뭘 찾아 기다린 걸까? 두 눈에 보이는 알 수 없는 빛이 더 선명해지고 있어. 널 위해 해줄 수 있는 거 그게 내가 찾던 이유일까? So tell me this is real. 내게 말을 해줘. 진실을 보여줘 제발. I can feel nothing. 어떤 것도 느낄 수 없어. 헤매이던 시간 속에
I'm curious about this drama now. What is this about? It's like ghosts in it, relationships.
너만은 진심이었길. So tell me this is real. 내게 말해줘. 네 맘을
You think when she says, tell me this is real, is she talking about the relationship? Or is she curious about the ghost because it's keeping her up at night?
보여줘. 어디든 갈 수 있을까?
It's time to go, boy.
두고 저 멀리 사라진 이유는 뭘까?
There's only few instances in life when you're kind of find yourself in a position where you're like leaning over someone who is asleep. And one of those situations is, hey, that person's drunk, you put them to bed, you just make sure they're fine before you go. Another is like maybe you're on the phone with them and you both fall asleep talking to each other. Then the third is this guy's kind of weird and he snuck in and he's looking over her. That's the one you gotta watch out for.
공허한 이곳에 혼자 난 뭘 찾아 기다린 걸까? 희미해지는 건
Ghosts.
기분이란 걸 넌 이미 다 알고 있어.
This guy's not real. He is the ghost. It's like Sixth Sense. It's like a twist. He's a ghost who kills other ghosts. It's like an anime plot. No wonder he's lurking over top of her. He is a creeper. Like literally a ghosty creeper.
So tell me this is real. 내게 말을 해줘. 진실을 보여줘 제발. I can feel nothing. 어떤 것도 느낄 수 없어. 헤매이던 시간 속에 너만은 진심이었길. So tell
that old lady in the park. Was she a ghost? That was bad stunt move just now. I saw him do that spin kick. He did not land that anywhere near her. They should not have put that in this music video. Do ghosts have to run? Do they have to chase taxis? You know, there's two reasons not to be afraid of ghosts. The first reason is that they're generally not real, right? There's not a real thing. The physics of being a ghost doesn't even really make sense a lot of the times. Like, why are they hanging around? Are they sitting on your neck? Are they running around? Are they chasing down cabs? It doesn't really make sense. If you're a ghost, you have energy, and you probably don't even have the ability to move and freely open in space and stuff. The second reason is that if ghosts are real, then obviously if you die, it wouldn't be the end. And it's not that bad if you can become an immortal being of some type. So I guess there's no reason to be afraid of ghosts. Oh, he's being comforted. Did he become real when he stopped those ghosts? Or is he just not a ghost and I got that completely wrong? Okay, so this song, it's okay for a background track, for a drama, but I just felt the song itself, it wasn't dynamic enough. I just feel like I've heard better tracks in dramas, and even subdued ones where nothing really happens. I just felt like it wasn't, it didn't feel dynamic. It just kind of felt samey throughout the whole thing. So it was kind of underwhelmed. But the music video was very interesting because of the drama and the stuff in the drama. I'm very curious about that now. So, we've got about 33 minutes until Nayeon's video goes, and we've already gotten through some of my backlog here. So that was Tell Me This Real by YUJU. Let's find another video now. Let's see. Now this video is called My Heart Knows by HOONIYONGI. I don't know if I'm butchering that, but let's find out what this video is like. This is weird. This feels like these old... Okay, I don't know how old the people watching this video... I don't know how old you guys are. But you know how we have DVDs or Blu-ray discs now? And before that we had DVDs. And before that you had VCDs. And then before that you had like cassette tapes or other types of mediums. So there's a whole bunch of them. But this gives me the vibe of these Asian karaoke CDs on VCDs. So you can put these into a VCD player and just like do karaoke. And that's the vibe I'm getting from this background music. And the direction in general. These guys need better equipment. Like I always say, if you've got kind of like a low budget, you don't have that good of a camera guy, do not do shoots inside of a set. Do stuff outside. That's the best way to get around it. And don't do like 6 of the same shots, cut in and out.
가슴이 이별이 맞다 하네요. 그대는 괜찮은가 봐요. 이대로도
It actually just feels like, well, it feels exactly like what I just described. Like throughout the whole thing, the way it's like done, the way they're singing even has that kind of like older feel. Like I remember once I saw this VCD of this guy, and he sat on a stool throughout the whole video, and he was, and this wasn't actually a karaoke VCD. This was actually the guy's own, like he filmed it himself, and it was just kind of like for him, and I don't know if it's girlfriend or one of his friends who also sings, but it's like they did it and they just like kind of did it to as a vanity piece. They wanted to be stars in a way, and I'm getting the same vibes from this. It doesn't. I'm not expecting much more throughout the length of this video, but the singing is very good regardless.
그대의 두 눈에 비친 내 모습 눈물로 젖어드는데 사랑이 이토록 아픈 대로 그대 찾아요. 이 아픔조차 그대를 떠난 그댈 잊었다 해도 가슴은 기다립니다.
Every single instrument is so vintage sounding. It just has that old feeling to it. And by vintage, I don't mean like really old stuff. I just mean like from that time period that I mentioned, like the late 80s, early 90s, kind of like you go to a place and you're like, let me record and then like make me a CD of myself. And then they use like starbursts, but there's no starburst here. This is actually better produced than those situations. I'm not saying it's completely like a student production.
괜찮은가 봐요. 이대로도 괜찮은가요. 그대의 두 눈에 비친 내 모습 눈물로 젖어드는데 사랑이 이토록 아픈 대로 그대 찾아요. 이 아픔조차 그대를 멋지게 떠난 그댈 잊었다 해도 가슴은 기다립니다. 사랑이 이토록 아픈데도
I also wonder why they chose to letterbox this thing with white bars. It's kind of strange because it adds to the vintage look of it.
떠난 그댈 잊었다 해도 가슴은 기다립니다. 가슴은 기다립니다.
They're good. They're good at singing. It's just it feels a bit outdated, to be honest, in terms of the arrangement, the song, the way it's produced, the video produced, even the frame rate of the video seems like inappropriate. But you know, if you could put this back to the era where it belongs, I think it would be okay for its time. It is what it is, right? It's like this is something maybe your parents would listen to if they had these VCDs, and then they would sing along with it, or they'd watch it play it in the background somewhere. I mean, it's just kind of that kind of a video. But, you know, if you like this thing, let me know in the comments. But for now, that's that video. And we are up to the 25-minute countdown mark until Nayeon's pop video come out. So let's look at another. Let's do something different. This song is called Pop as well, but it's not Nayeon's Pop with the exclamation. This is Pop by bugAboo. Now I have no idea who these guys are. I feel like I've seen this name come across my recommendations a few times, but it's never been like a comeback. So, you know, I try to look at stuff a little bit more recent. I try not to look at really old stuff. But yeah, that's look at the next video. First frame, road, looks like the top of someone's head. Okay, let's do this. It's a girl group.
Break it out, bang it down. When the banger go, pop, 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 pop. 짜릿하게 팍 터질 거야. Blah, 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 blah. 아무 말조차 할 수도 없을 걸. Pop, 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 pop. 놀라긴 너면 아직 일라. Shot, shot, shot. 어디로 튈지 몰라. Break it up.
So very interesting. I see a lot of similarities to like stuff that they did in the Wadada video. Obviously, it doesn't have the visual effects that the Wadada video had, but I can see them doing a lot of the same things with kind of like the moving camera. You know, you have that camera dolly that can like move stuff around it exactly the same. That equipment that cost like, I can't remember, it was $20,000, something around that price point. And it can do it, things exactly the same, so you can like literally do those effects where people pop in and out. But yeah, it was really interesting. And, these dancers have to be on point for that as well, because they have to be in their same spots pretty much. Hey. So this song feels like two pieces melded together. Like, on one hand, it's almost like, how can I describe this? Almost like a beach boardwalk kind of feeling of like, got that kind of a song that plays during the summer. And at the same time, it's got like this kind of more harder kind of like pop, pop, pop section where things get kind of like low, a little bit kind of darker. So it's got like these almost contrasting vibes, for me at least.
Welcome to show. Break it up, 일단 강렬하게. Boom boom 다 터질 듯 아찔하지. 어느새 중독돼 나에게 tame. 점점 넌 나에게 빠져들지. I feel like it 가장 높은
Yep, here you go.
네 맘은 터질 때 불꽃이 피어올라. 달콤한 firework 너에게 보여줄게. 아직은 놀라지 마. 멈출 수는 없을 거야. I can show you new world. Pop, pop, pop. 짜릿하게 다 팍 터질 거야. Blah, blah, blah. 아무 말조차 할 수도 없을 걸. Pop, pop, pop. 놀라긴 넌 아직 일라. Shot, shot, shot. 네 맘만 흔들어봐.
So these girls, they look really nice. I like their looks. Right? This one obviously has the most unique look. It's not really my type, but I can recognize when someone has like a really kind of central standout look, and that's probably this one. And then like, where's the other one? I can't remember. There was another one. I can't tell from this angle, but that like, I thought she looked really nice. they do have CGI still. I wasn't sure if they would put that in, but then I remember at one section they had the checkerboard floor and it stretched pretty far. So maybe it was this one. This is the one that I thought was really nice too. Oh, I couldn't even tell when the song was going to come to a close. So that's very interesting. A very different type of pop. I wonder what Nayeon's pop is going to sound like. We've got about 19 minutes left until Nayeon's song comes on. So that was really interesting. bugAboo. I've never heard of them before. But you know what? The band, they look really nice. So let me go back. So, yeah, this one was the one that said, oh, she has a very interesting face. Not really what I would personally like, but I can recognize that, you know, she stands out. And so she is very center material, right? And then this one I thought looked nice. This one looks nice too. It's somewhere between these two. I wasn't sure which one it was, to be honest, but I guess... but then they all look okay. They're okay. This is a nice band. I think they're pretty good. They sung well enough. I enjoyed it. But let's go on to another video. Let's see. So that was a lot of fun. It was a nice song, very interesting, contrasting between two different types. Let's see. Let's try to get a weird guy here. So this is Advice by TAEMIN. Like I said, I don't know who most of these artists are, but we'll look at it. First frame. What the heck? Some kind of like, I don't know if that's toilet paper or receipt paper. And then you got this guy with black stuff all over his hands and his back. And a piano. Oh, very strange. This is very interesting sounding. This is very different. Was it just me, or was that hotel room extremely tiny? Definitely. It's miniature. That was pretty good. Cascade sinking there. Whoa. Watch where you're driving. Don't cover your face. And through all this weirdness, the piano is just kind of like continuously playing in the background as well. Just kind of like unimpeded. Very, very nice. Very entertaining from purely a performance standpoint. Like the dancing, the singing, the song arrangement, even like aspects of the video. It was very entertaining. And, you know, there wasn't a lot of story to it. And I'm the kind of person who kind of likes story because it's easier for me to comment on it. I rarely say, hey, these people sing very good. These people, you know, do this very good. Because it's almost like unnecessary to say it at this point. Because I've seen so much K-pop videos. It's like, you guys wouldn't even have a music video if you weren't good already. So I always felt like it's redundant. But in this case, it was very interesting, very different, unique. And I was actually entertained thoroughly, purely just from the, I guess, creative choices. And also the pure performance of like the dancing, the singing, the unique choreography at some points of the song as well. And then, like, the beginning of the song, just because of how different it was, completely captured my attention as well. So, yeah, this was impressive. Very nicely done. Let's see. So that was TAEMIN Advice, if you want to know what that was. I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed it. We've got about 13 minutes to Nayeon. So I'm not sure how much more videos we can fit in, but let's continue to look for stuff. Let's see. I want to make a ramping effect of whatever that was before I transition into something a little bit different. So let's try to find something that doesn't. Well, I'm not really sure because these videos are they're all different looking. Okay, I'll try this one because it seems not too different from the other one. And then I'll go into something different after this one. So this is Louder by Tan. I think. I'm not sure if it's Tan Louder is the name of the video. But we'll check this out. First frame. Guy with headphones in. Tilting his head. With a lot of eye makeup on. He's in space. The space taxi. Wow, look at the pollution. That's terrible. Like, seriously, how do you get barrels into orbit? Is this a boy group? I thought it would just be an individual. There's no bus driver. Wow, white people. And a black guy. And a black lady. Wow.
I just found a 터질 듯한 group. 화려한 사이에 we're levitating.
Where was this filmed? That looks interesting. That little pyramid structure.
got that fire 7개의 shoot. 거짓들 사이에 감춰진 진실 난 나한테 끝없이 가로막혀버린 killer. 심장에 맞춰 올라가는 tempo. I focus on and on. 흐린 백색 속 비춰버린 거리에서 blackout. Left to right, side to side. Come on, come on, come on, come on right now. 달빛이 멈춘 순간 더 크게 소리 질러. 떠올려 멈추도록 세상을 향해서 ready or not, here we come. Tell me baby if you feel it. 어두워진 세계로 better, better up.
expected. I was actually liking the build up a lot. This wasn't where I thought it was gonna go there.
Take it back, bring it back. I know you're feeling like a winner. 도로위 날카로운 빛의 밤을 길어. Quick pick for the day night. 소리쳐 팝힌 밤을 새와. We go on no competition.
What?
No suspect to all nations. Look at my team. 우리 만들어 손가락 세 개로 play. Left to right. Here we go. Side to side. Come on, come on, come on, come on right now. 다 빛이 닿는 순간. 어둠에 가려진 home. 본능을 터뜨려 run. 세상을 향해서 ready now. Here we go. Tell me baby if you
Did he put a straw into that Pokeball?
어두워진 세계로. Better, better, louder. One, two, three, four, five, six. Swing it.
You know, I'm not digging where this went. I like several aspects of the song, but this one part when they get into this section where it just kind of like it drops and then it just kind of goes, it doesn't go where I thought it would be. I thought they would have a really nice chorus, but it just didn't go there. The rest of the song, it's almost deserving of a nicer chorus, but this is almost like they didn't try, and then it's like weird and experimental as well. So I'm just saying, like, I'm giving it a second listen now. I thought maybe if it led into it, it might change, but it's not getting any better. So this guy has superpowers, but it only seems to hurt him. Whoa! It's Captain Planet. Wow, they're dancing in the water. What?
Yeah.
Hey. What? What? Whoop.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Louder.
You're welcome, Whale. Look at all this pollution. Think of the pollution they made just to make this video. Green screen, yeah. And they're just gonna dance for all that time. Guys, if this song had a chorus that lived up to the build up to the chorus, then I would say that this would be an excellent, amazing video. But that aside, the guys are awesome. They're good dancers. I like their vibe. I thought the song was very good in many parts, and even like the little small choices, like where things changed just a little bit, all the little switch ups, I like those too. They were all well done. It's just that main kind of like part where I feel like the good chorus should be. I just felt like it was anticlimactic. I feel let down a little bit by it. But other than that, I think they did really well. Is this group called Tan? Seems so. I don't know anything about them other than that. Let's see. Let's see what people think. There's only 236 comments, only 25,000 views. Wow. And this came out 2 days ago. So looks like they're just kind of like new guys, rookies. Is this a debut or have they done this before? I don't know anything about them. But yeah, not bad. Not bad for new guys. I think they should have more recognition, but they're gonna have to figure out these creative choices that kind of force you to listen to it and say, hey, this is amazing. But you know what? We've got 5 minutes left to Nayeon. I was gonna watch another video, but I just feel like I might talk over it too long, and there's not going to be enough time. So, what we gotta do, we just gotta sit here for 4 minutes. Are you serious? Unbelievable. Nayeon. Look at that. I am Nayeon. Hey. Now, for me personally, I'm not a Nayeon type of guy. You know, I'm a Daeun kind of guy. I'm a Mina kind of guy. Sometimes Sana. But Nayeon doesn't really do it for me. But I did hear some interesting feedback about Nayeon recently. You know, someone says, this is the kind of girl that I'd be really jealous of. And this is coming from another girl. So, I guess there's some people who are just like, hey, you know, some people just have different tastes. And sometimes some girls are girls, you know. But yeah, I'm very excited to hear, because she's the main vocal in YUJU. Whereas, is it the main vocal or the lead vocal? I can't remember which one's which. But I know that her and Jiho primarily do the vocals, but hers represents the group the best. So it's very interesting to see what she does solo, and, you know, without the other flavors of the other girls in it. It's going to be very, very interesting. You know, we got 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left, according to this graphic. I'm going to make it full screen when that happens. But yeah, interesting. Hey, why are there comments already? 12,000 comments. The video hasn't even played yet. Look at all these people. They're hyped up. The hype is strong. Wow. JYP. You had to surprise me, JYP. Don't miss your chance. This will decide whether or not I listen to the whole mini album. But you know what? I actually love Twice music. Twice music is very surprising, because I barely listened to any K-pop before. Before I started seriously looking into this K-pop stuff, I listened to maybe, well, everyone knows Psy. Before that, there was, what's the Troublemaker. I listened to that, but like just like maybe 4 or 5 tracks I listened to. And then like one day I was just asking people, hey, does Twice make good music? Because people were trying to sell me a CD of Twice. And I was being kind of snarky when I said this. I'm like, hey, considering they're a band, do they have good music? I was just assuming that it was just kind of like K-pop was just about the visuals or something. And then I started listening. I was like, hey, this is actually pretty good. And before you know it, I had like 25, 30 new songs on my playlists. And so I'm like, hey, Twice is like the best. They like make good music. Now I'm curious about other bands. But you know what? I didn't want to like just jump in and be like, hey, is this song any good? And then be disappointed. Which a lot of the cases, that would be what happened. But as I'm going to K-pop, I'm glad I started wading into the whole JYP thing first, because he seems to make good choices with his artists. So yeah, I watched these guys. I got into NiziU. I watched Neezy Project. I watched 16, and then like I used JYP as my gateway drug, and I started like listening to more stuff. And recently I started doing reactions to K-pop music just because I don't know why. I sort of just fell into it, but I've been pleasantly surprised by just how much of it is actually good. I've sworn off a lot of Western music, to be honest. I haven't listened to anything in the past like 10 years, really. If it's good, it'll reach me eventually, and I'll just be like, hey, is this good? Not timeless, but we'll see. But now we're looking at K-pop, and I'm very interested to see where this goes. It's going to begin very shortly. I feel bad that I'm going to be covering this. I don't feel that's right. I wonder if I can make myself smaller. What does this button do? Oh, it does make me smaller. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I have all these buttons, and I'm not sure what they do sometimes. But yeah, looks like it is possibly become smaller. I'm just going to rest right here on her upper boob until the music video starts. It's a nice necklace, by the way. I'd like to have a vanity necklace like that. Right now I just wear a rosary, but I don't have it on this avatar. I should remake this. I was planning on remaking it anyways. Oh, here we go. These countdowns are terrible. too loud. I used to think people put these intros on themselves, but it's actually YouTube's own decision when it comes to the countdown. And I've seen different types. Like ones like going through the mountains and stuff. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm gonna have to remind myself not to pause. I'm not gonna pause it all through this video. Oh.
What's wrong? 홀리듯이 난 너를 자극해. Watch out. 설렌 듯이 네 폭풍 맘이 터질 듯해. 내 맘대로 play it. 거침없이 shake it. You know 넌 내게 달려있단 것만 알아둬. 이미 넌 나를 봤어. 뗄 수가 없어. 떨리는 눈빛 티나는 몸짓 baby. 터뜨리고 싶은 너.
Wow. That was a lot. Is that it? Okay. Let's see if I can rewind. We're gonna try this again now. I noticed the video quality was very low because it's probably streaming live right now. Yeah, let's go back through it. So first of all, you got that boot popping a bubble. All these product and advertising. Oh, look at that. High expectations. I like it.
What's wrong?
So overall, I didn't have the vibe from Twice from this. It didn't give me the vibe Twice vibe at all. So that's very interesting how the solos are going to have a different flavor to them. And did it sound like Twice to me? It sounded a little bit like Twice, but not quite. It was just very, very different for me. What's that? What's with the lollipop getting bigger? This outfit is killer, by the way. There's a part where she's like moving her hands as well with that outfit on. And I was like, wait, this is very alluring in many ways. Oh yeah, and when I saw those donuts get swept off, I wanted to be like, no! Because I don't like food being wasted. I especially don't like donuts being mangled. I don't like muffins being destroyed or cupcakes. I like sweets to go in your mouth so you can eat them and enjoy them. So, is the pop metaphor about giving guys hard-ons? That's what I was wondering. Because what other things can a guy pop that you want to make a guy pop like that? Unless you're talking about a girl. This is something different. That was a weird outfit. See this move right here. Crazy. And then this one with the hat, I remember that too. That was pretty crazy and wild. I wonder how many people there. Is it just repeated like with CGI? Is she every single person in every single shot? Because they all have the same butt. So I'm assuming it's all her and just repeated. I like how there's not just one look in this video. It's almost like showing all the different facets of it. Like maybe they're exploring where she's going or what she's going to look like or what her feel might be. Like that's really interesting because obviously Twice has a very distinctive feeling to it. And I always feel like when Twice puts something out, you can usually recognize the aspect of it that makes it Twice. Whereas this one, you're like, it's very exploratory. It feels like. Is this partially filmed in Greece, or does it just look like that? Props on JYP for giving her a huge budget as well. I like this one. That was very creative with the fingers. If there's one thing JYP does right, is they always have very good video editors who are like they have a way of making interesting like elements on the screen, but they also like do a very good job of kind of like it's not too much that it's confusing. Like many times you'll see people like cut in all these different things and it's almost like it's overload of visuals, but the way that JYP's like editors seem to do it is like they you kind of follow along. You can actually like really take in everything, even if it's like almost a split second. It's a mini trampoline. You gotta pop it. I can't stop it. Very nice. Congratulations to Nayeon on her first solo adventure mini album. I'd like to see what else she does. Maybe I'll give the album a listen if it's up right now. But as for this video, this is going to come to an end. If you like this kind of video, even the long format and the lead into it, give it a thumbs up. And if you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Let me know why in the comment box down below. And finally, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing so I can see you in the next video. Thank you for stopping by.